My name is Say Clement. I'm attending Very Methodist JHS. I'm in Form 3. I want to become a president in future. I walk 4 hours to school and 4 hours back home, and this affects my studies. "7 little children must live here," said Snow White. "I think I will surprise them and tidy up before they get home."
I am akowugefrank, a social entrepreneur, and I have established the first ever mobile library service in the northern part of Ghana. The only functional library is a regional library that is based in Wa. And also, looking at the poverty levels, out of every 10 people, 9 are poor. So many of the parents are not able to kind of provide storybooks for their walls. Aside the deprived conditions, most of the kids cannot read or even write.
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? The mirror always replies, "You, oh friend, are the fairest of all."
Wechiau Community Library operates both fixed and mobile library services. That is the first of its kind in the Upper Region, even northern Ghana, where we have our fixed library in Wechiau and also send reading materials to rural communities and schools. Aside the mobile library services, we do have literary activities that we embark on, like the flagship regional spelling bee we've been organizing. For 2 years now, it's been on, and the patronage has been so great. We have regular reading clinics where we go to the rural communities, gather them, and teach them the rudiments in reading. We are also into providing solar lamps to rural communities. That is solar lamp for a group study.
It's Snow White. Sheriff the Queen. Snow White must die.
We had this young guy coming from Woodbury, a rural community in the Wild West district. He came for the spelling bee, and out of 85 children, he came second. And upon following up, going to his village, he realized that you have to cross 2 rivers before you get to his community. And even where he lives, there's no electricity.
It's interesting having him in my class, because when you are teaching, he is someone who concentrates and then asks very intelligent questions. Sometimes if we don't even take time, some of the questions he asks you as a teacher, if you don't take time, you find it very difficult to answer. He's someone who observes whatever you do, the way you walk, the way you teach, and then the way you express yourself.
My name is Helena Leopori. I come from Nata in Upper West Region. A school in Wasco for the Blind. He helped me with braille materials and reading books.
One unique aspect of our project, the fact that we try to embody, or we try to get every child on board.
A lot of our children who before now didn't want to read books converge there very often to read. In fact, because this library is very close to the school, anytime they are there, they have library periods. Any class that has a library period, the teachers send them there.
Our major challenge is the frequent breakdown of our vehicle. It's an old vehicle, and even in 2011, we had a terrible accident with it. we are on our way to Varamperem, and unfortunately we had our vehicle having the tank leaking, which we had to stop and fix it before we can move on to the community to distribute the reading materials.
As I wipe off the sweat from my face and I reflect on Clement in school, I pray and hope that his future is bright so that he comes back to help the family.
Birds and animals, chirping and chattering, they gathered around her and tried to cheer her up.
I have always had the passion to cause a lasting change, and money has never been a motivation factor in everything that I do. But what I strive to do is to cause a change. Within the next few years, let's say 4 or 5 years, this project can be replicated all across the northern part of Ghana. I also envision that I'll be able to provide solar lamps for rural children to aid their academic work. Aside, I also see myself in the near future trying to develop storybooks in Braille locally for the visually impaired.
Based on the books provided to me by Frank, I learned that people from the rural areas like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and Dr. Liman became the president. I can also become the president of Ghana.